Thanks to Rabbit Jank for letting us use their logo. Rani is a big fan. Okay. Rabbit Junk. Let's look this up. Okay, it's an American digital hardcore industrial metal duo made up of former The Sheezit frontman JP Anderson and his wife Jennifer Some Girl Burnett. Okay, he invades rats. Okay, hang on, that's a good question. Rat Vader. It's probably not this one. Mysterious lycanthrope and sound explorer, maybe? It is from Gothenburg, Sweden and surrounding forest. Rat Vader is the sounds of game composer Oscar Sidoff Ridelius. That is also a great name. You know what? I'll check this out later, because the music in this game was really nice. It's probably the best part of the game. Okay, there wasn't much left in this one. My thoughts have not changed. It was cool to find more contemporary artists through other media. Yep, as I was saying, I did like the music in this game a lot. I did like the environments, the environmental art. So these two combined made me glad to play it. I didn't care much for the character designs. Yes, it was accurate. And it would have been a bit too much to try to finish it in the last stream. I did not really like the writing. The characters were really annoying for most of the game. They weren't really saying anything interesting. One character was mostly bickering. Too many pointless comments that weren't adding anything to it. The tone of the writing seemed very out of sync with the music. Like the music was very... It had a somber tone to it. There was mournful undertones. Then it was very subtly going into more playful undertones when we were doing I was doing some exploration in caves. Generally, there was subtle changes in vibe to fit environment art. The environmental art and the music seemed to be more synergistic than the dialogue with anything else. Aerodine was very one-note and took a while for them to stop being annoying. Yes. About 2/3 of the game started becoming interesting on the writing level. When I freed that guy from the species from this planet, and we started getting a little bit of background information about what was going on and contextualizing some stuff. Finally, there was a character to bring out the playable's character traits that made her a little bit more likable. I mean, writing is hard, but also writing music is hard, and creating environments is hard. Like, all of it is hard, so that's not necessarily an excuse. I think what I will be left with as memories from this game will be primarily music and a little bit and environment second. The writing I will probably forget in a few months, like the rest of it, which is kind of sad, but is what it is. Small team, so good effort. Not many glitches or bugs that I came across. Felt okay to play. It was okay. It was kind of cartoonish and exaggerated in how we walked and jumped about, but nothing stood out to me as, oh, this looks kind of rough, or it's made by a really small team. There wasn't a lot else to animate. There were very few enemies. I think it was 3 types of enemies in total. There was the gunk, like some foliage animation as well. And that was about it. And the water, which I don't know, like that's not necessarily animation. It's probably on engine level asset. It had a really cool section in a wasteland that reminded me a little bit of like and towards the end of Dark Souls. That bit was great. Music also really supported it at that point. And there wasn't a lot of dialogue, so that was good. Yeah. Some striking visuals, some really nice music.